this actually allows you to pull up multiple cities based on zip in a radius. So you would go to searchtempest.com. 21202 is basically downtown Baltimore, and you would do it for whatever city. You would just put in one of the city zips. I did within 50 miles. I really don't want to get too far outside of that. I want to go to housing, and we want to do real estate by owner. We want to leave this part unchecked. We want to put in a minimum price of $30,000 and a max price of $300. Bedrooms 3 and up, leave cats and dogs unchecked. Hit search. Now the next thing you'll see is it pulls up everything in Baltimore, everything, and then it goes Annapolis, which we actually will not at this point be doing Annapolis, but we will be doing DC and Frederick. So basically I'm going to show you how we'll do Baltimore, and then you'll know, because it's the same strategy for any town, any city. So we'll click on a manufactured home, plus it's in Fenwick Island. We don't need to click on. This is probably an investor. Cool. So this is actually, I'm glad this popped up, because this is actually an investor trying to sell a home. So what we'd actually do with this is still get the number. We'll go back over to our page here. We click on the date. We put the, right now, since I have the phone number highlighted, we'll just throw the phone number in there. But we would actually want to go back and get the email as well. Put that under CL email. And then we want to get the URL. And that, one kind of neat thing with Craigslist is I can actually, since I'm clicked on this, well, okay, what I'd have to do is actually open this window. And now I should have, this should actually be the URL for that. Don't hold me to it, because that doesn't really look normal. But typically, if you saw what I just did, I just actually hit the arrow right here, which expands this entire window, and it'll actually just it'll just open a new window right beside it. So you want to do that anyway, because it'll just be easier to search. So just so we know. Okay, what's this? This is actually the same company, so that's good. We definitely want to contact them. We want to get that number. That's not really what we're on here doing, but we're actually, I guess it is what we're on here doing. We're seeing how we can put deals together. Most of the time, they're going to be through sellers. I'll try to see if I can find one. Here's a great example. Here's probably, Mr. and Mrs. Joe homeowner that are selling their property, and they're going to get a bunch of crazy offers or nothing at all. So what we can do is we can actually let them know the services we provide, and how we'll do that is we'll just go ahead and get their reply to, copy that, throw it on our spreadsheet. So of course every time we're going to be dating this, we're going to be putting the URL there. I actually did it backwards. We should have put that on there first. So as far as the URL goes, now you see how this looks. That's basically what the URLs are going to always look like. They're going to be kind of short like that. So we would just go back over to our list, and we would enter that here. Okay, obviously if there's a phone number, throw that in there as well. If you would like to, I wouldn't mind actually having another column here with notes. And if you think there's an easier way, as far as I don't really ever use Excel, so I did this. I mean, this is just so simple for me. Maybe if you use Excel, you want to do it another way. Basically, all we need is a way to have it somewhat organized, and then we can actually notate whether the person's been contacted or not. I think that this would still give us the capability of sorting it and then ruling out any duplicates, which is obviously what we want to do too. That's why it's important to put not the actual date that you're doing it, but the post date. So in other words, when I go back here, you know, it's telling me it's posted at 11:29. So then we can start to see too, you know, if we see that property that was posted on the 29th and we're doing all the way back to the 15th, and we at least know that it's been on the market a couple weeks, and you know, maybe even longer. But most people you're going to find aren't real persistent on marketing their property, which is, you know, kind of where lies the problem. They don't do that for a living. They have their own stuff going on, and you know, that's why we want to say, hey, look, let's help you make money and make this transaction go a heck of a lot smoother. We want to reach out to them. Let me see if I can find another. Okay, this is probably a homeowner as well. So that's great. They have a phone number. They have an anonymized email. Then, of course, we do the URL. So you're basically just going down. And obviously, if, you know, there is, I'm going to have to get another column here for notes, because this one, yeah, as you can see right now, this was actually the first one that I did. And this was actually the investor that we're going to call to market their property. We're not going to want to send them the same type of email or voice blast as we do the other ones. So I'm going to actually stop this video. We're right over 7 minutes, and the next one will be how to use Search Tempest for rental properties.